Who is this?
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Pink Boys podcast. And today
We're
I'm
fucking
joined
back.
by, we're back.
We're fucking back.
Not all of us.
And one of us is missing.
One of us is missing. I think Adam is away this weekend to try and find a personality trait other than just being Australian. So I wish him the best of luck in that endeavor. So for now,
yeah, he can
it's
go
just me
have
and the
his
two
rough
guys.
gay sex.
Yeah, wow. It's
Have you guys seen that fucking Wojak? The one that says,
yeah, I've seen a Wojak. Why? Yeah, I've seen a Wojak.
I told you so, Wojak. He's like, oh, I told you I was right. Call this again. I'm like, that's
the reminder.
Yeah, reminder that I was right.
I saw one the other week that was like the tax reminder, and it was like, aren't you have to pay taxes on that? You have to blah blah blah, and it's so funny because I know like 5 people off the top of my head who are exactly like that, who say the same thing over and over about they care more about the taxes than the actual gains, and it's like infuriating. I think it's like a mega normie trait or something like that. So, but
honestly,
anyway,
ironic smugness is one of the funniest things ever to me.
Ironic, not actual smugness.
No, actual smugness makes you want to. Yeah. Actual smugness makes you want to punch someone in the face.
Yeah. Yes.
It makes you just want to chimp out. But ironic smugness, it's beautiful because it just makes everyone see it instead.
You know what I noticed is that a lot of people get frustrated when like you start talking about something where they already know the answer and like you assume they don't. So like they always say, I know, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like, why don't you just let me finish my sentence? Because like if someone's talking about something where I already know the answer, I always just let them finish and just be like, yeah, that's really cool, blah, blah, blah. But for some reason, I run into some people that like, they can't wait to, maybe that's the always correct or something like that. That can be another thing.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah, it's like so frustrating.
No, dude, I fucking hate that.
Dude, I used to watch like fucking internet blood sports all the time, like Sargon of Akkad versus like.
Oh my, I'm sorry to hear that.
And then during the debates, they would always say like, "Can I finish? Can I finish? Can you let me finish?" So I'm just like, after watching them, I'm just like, okay, I gotta let people finish.
Be like Kanye with Taylor Swift. I'm gonna let you finish, but Tyson had the best Bitcoin call. So I'm a little relaxed. I'm Italian American man. Come home. I'm at my natural habitat, the Jersey Shore. So it's nice out here. I can see the ocean and hear it from where I'm sitting. So it's wonderful. I hope you guys join me.
Has everyone got fake tans?
I'm jealous of people in Jersey.
That's funny because no one else in America would say that.
No, it's like you guys look like you have the trashiest but like sexiest woman. It's like the trailer park trash that's like still like an 8 out of 10. You know,
there's a very interesting line that you come to, and that's a very astute observation, Tyson, because you run into a girl around here who's like jeans don't fit quite right. She has an older phone with like a broken screen. She's got a bad accent, and her teeth aren't like perfectly straight.
Hell yeah.
And she's she's super hot, and she's kind of a bar slut. That is like Jersey core, and has tattoos, obviously, and that is like that. Like I think I'm biologically engineered as a New Jerseyan to like be attracted to someone like that. I don't know.
If you see a fucking girl from New Jersey with like a broken iPhone 5,
I'm Misty.
You know you're in.
Misty. Man, well, I can talk about New Jersey lore for the next hour, but everyone's like, wait, what? I'm surely this is a crypto podcast, right? Adam's not going. Adam's not here to be like, all right,
what's the best trashy? What's the best trashy-ish Jersey Shore girl name? It's like Trinity. There's like Serenity.
Fucking Crystal.
Crystal.
Haley is a big one. That's a big one. So, all right, let's. Ari, what would an Australian trying to get us back on topic sound like? Like, talk about Bitcoin, mate.
All right, guys, let's reel it back in, okay? This isn't
All
a
right, guys, all
fucking
hands on deck.
Jersey Shore law podcast, all right?
All hands
That's not
on
what everyone
deck.
came here for.
Tyson, that's great.
I'm sorry,
All
Adam. I
right.
love you.
Yeah, we do love you,
All
man.
shrimps on the bobby.
We're doing this because you're not here to defend yourself, and you'll just hear this in your spare time.
He probably like, fuck you, Australia will rain down upon you like a fucking firestorm.
We must secure a future for our
meanwhile, he's being fly snake as he speaks.
So, all right. Bitcoin.
Okay, anyways,
Bitcoin. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I am. You know what? I'll suck Tyson's dick real quick, and I'll get it out of my eye. I mean, I saw you post something the other day, and this was before the Evergrande, not even article, like faux news article trended a little bit. You basically said that after Bitcoin hit 67K, that it was due for a pullback, and that's exactly what happened. Why did you think that? I mean, that's pretty incredible accuracy there. I mean, was there something that was making you suspicious? The most recent price action of Bitcoin, or what?
We were chilling at all-time high for fucking way too long, and the Stokes were topped out. So I'm like, okay, this probably wants to pull back to support at 62.5 or some shit like that. And I shorted it actually. I shorted from 65 to 62, and I sniped the bottom. I think the bottom was like 62.3, and I TP'd at 62.4.
Damn, that's impressive.
Good shit.
If you haven't already, lads, follow
the initial dump.
Tyson Trades. And at Kid Moyer and at AI bro.
Well, definitely don't follow at Kid Moyer. I don't give out useful trading advice. I just comment. I'm just a political reply guy. But Tyson, definitely follow him. He gives out really good calls that tend to work out most of the time. I wish I followed them. So,
no, but I mean, Moyer, your tweets are kind of funny sometimes. Like I'll see you reply to like a senator or some shit and just call him a retard.
Some of the shit you like is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
If you ever see something like that, that means you know I've had a few drinks. Yes, I do. I do pop up here and there. So
Didn't you mean, dunk on Pete Buttigieg or something?
I mean, probably. I guarantee you he didn't see it. Maybe his husband did. I don't know.
Chest.
Yeah, chest. So, all right. So what are we doing right now? It hit around like 64K or something like that. So it hit that 67. We were feeling a little down for when it hit its previous ath. Then it hits it again. Where the fuck is my blow off into the 70s? Or is that not for a little while?
Next month, probably.
Really?
Just 2 more weeks, bros. 2 more weeks.
Unironically, I think maybe next month.
2 more weeks.
I have a support level at 63.8. So I think if the next couple dailies hold 63.8, it could be a new bottom for Bitcoin, and then maybe we pump up from there. I don't know, maybe all-time high. But I do want to say though, if we dump below and we get rejected below 62.5, it's really fucking bad, and we probably go back to like 54.
Really? So if you think, because I thought we hadn't seen the end of the 50s, so you're saying if we end up in the 50s, that's bad news.
Well, I mean, I'm a short-term trader,
54K,
right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should go below 54, but yeah.
I mean, below 50K, it's fucking over. Unironically, it's just over.
Okay, so sub 50K on a macro scale would be like just abysmal, but some short to medium term pain horrendous. In the 50s. Yeah, it's just bothering me, and maybe you guys have a better memory than I do, but the last time Bitcoin hit an ath, or I guess I want to say earlier this year, things felt a little bit more consistent. Like I feel like it would hit it and then alts wouldn't immediately kill themselves and Bitcoin wouldn't just die on the vine. Like I felt like there was a little bit more momentum behind it. Things feel really weird this time around, or am I just jaded?
No, I don't think you are. It's I think it's kind of like on point in the fact that if alts are not popping off the way that they're supposed to, you can kind of treat that as like an indicator that something's not right with the market. You know?
Yeah.
Agreed.
What do you
Speaking
think about
alts?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go on. Yeah. I don't know. I basically agree with both of you. I'm on the same page.
Really? So what do you?
I just wanted to say, speaking of alts though, but one of the alts that's showing the most strength of them all, amidst the stump, is Link. I can't believe that.
That's true.
I'm not joking. It's true. It's actually holding up. It's holding up so well. It's quite surreal, actually.
I'll tell you what, and I don't know if you made hints at it in the last episode, but you were saying that Link was actually showing some strength, and we all kind of agreed on that as well. And shortly after we said that, it looked, it was fucking hitting $38. It looked ready to roll. It broke the $35, $36 curse. And then coincidentally, Bitcoin decided to crash, which I am now convinced it's a liquidity cycle issue that makes Chainlink pump just before Bitcoin dumps. And I'm done dabbling in conspiracy theories. I'll move on to better, more true conspiracy theories.
It's so blackpilling. It's like same fucking story every time. Link pumps and that's somehow the end of the market cycle. Like, come on, man. What the fuck happened to the coin?
I'm gonna say something that our friend Beck said.
Okay.
So he said, "Don't fall for the basket weaving forum Link maxi horse shit. The real reason why Link does that in response to Bitcoin is because Link is an oscillator. At the end of a Bitcoin pump cycle, whales cycle into Link and squeeze out more Satoshis. Same with Monero, same with others." And I agree with him.
That is honestly so fucking based and on point.
So it's the markets, it's the whales brothel coin where like they break up with their girlfriend and they're done with their usual alts, so they just go and like I just rub one out to Chainlink. It's like they're fat,
Monero, just shit like that. It's like right at the end.
I mean, kind of.
Think of it like an oscillator.
In the market, you have two types of coins, right? You've got like trend followers and oscillators. And oscillators, they tend to diverge from the market when the market's going the opposite direction. And Link, I think they've identified that it is a pretty strong oscillator. So maybe what the whales are doing is they know that it oscillates, so they pump their profits into Link, knowing that it'll pump, and they get that last little drop out before the dump. They know that Link's not going to follow the trend regardless, so they just don't even touch it when it's on the uptrend.
I mean, after all, Link did build its reputation in the bear market where it just went parabolic on the Satoshi pair.
Well, the team suppresses the price for them too. So
stop.
Well, you know, actually this reminded me.
Hasn't the available supply of Link increased by a fuck ton in the past year?
I don't know.
Unironically inflating Link.
Yeah, thanks to the fat fuck.
Thanks, Joe Biden. I mean,
like,
inflation
is essentially the Fed. Yeah. Oh shit! Maybe that's what's been going on. Sergey's been inflating Link at the same rate as the Federal Reserve, and that's why it's done nothing. It's the same.
Besides my gas going up by $10, Chainlink supply has increased and it's destroyed it as a hedge. I mean, you know what's interesting?
Fucking horrible.
We can go back to it, but the thing that got me really worried is that Litecoin and Link are basically boyfriend girlfriend. Like they love holding hands and shit. And the other day, Litecoin popped the fuck off, and Link was like,
"I called that.
Did you call that?"
I did. I put it in the group. Like on November 5th, 4 a.m. I said, I'm going to buy some Litecoin. I think it's going to surprise some people. And lo and behold...
That was a fucking base call, Chad.
I know. Literally that was the bottom pretty much. And then the next day onwards, it went up 50%.
Damn. Well,
I wish I put in more though. It was only a small position.
Yeah, well, fair enough. At least you were there to see it, So, but I mean, I think, I was actually surprised myself after Bitcoin had that dump a few days ago. I guess that would be on the 10th of November or something like that. Link actually held up relatively well. And I normally would be like, guys, shut the fuck up. Let's not talk about Link. We talk about it every week, but it's literally one of the few coins left that hasn't had a robust pump yet that shows signs of strength right now. So if you're someone who actually is, I don't know, interested in seeing some action from it, then within the next week or two might be the time. And you know what? It really would be a nice fucking time for the team to release literally anything besides a partnership with, I don't know, Halo 2
Sonic
score
the
feed or
Hedgehog.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Holy shit. When was the last time
Can we talk about that?
an actual announcement has been released? Like months, hasn't it?
What about what, Tyson?
Like when was the
Anything?
last time like Link released anything that was of value?
There's been a lot.
No,
Like,
Ari,
like what they do right is they announce like these partnerships, but they don't fucking go anywhere. Like the
Dude, Swift
AccuWeather
got
thing.
confirmed
Like,
this year.
did it? How?
Have you been living under a rock?
No,
I don't see.
You're living
I
in a
don't see
cult.
how Swift got confirmed. Like
No,
how was it
live in
confirmed?
Plato's clay
Swift themselves published a thing on it, and the other day the World Economic Forum tweeted out Link being the solution to bringing
Okay, so
traditional legacy finance onto chain on.
when that first happened, I was a little bit confused because I was like, oh, it's probably just some like small initiative. I clicked the link and that has 4 million followers. That tweet that shows.
Yeah, dude, World
yeah.
Economic Forum. It's literally, I think it's Klaus Schwab, the literal occultist.
Yeah. So so a lot of people would rip on XRP at the beginning of its cycle because it was supposedly the banker's chosen coin, but now you know that classic adage, you always live long enough to see yourself become the enemy, and that's what we are now. Fucking the Linkies, dude, are going to usher in whatever the fuck kind of weird financial global takeover these people are doing. Obviously, I'm being a little facetious, but I can't help but have a little fun with it. I'm sure their intentions are fine. So,
Dude, speaking of XRP, that shit held up
yeah,
insanely well during the dump.
well, it's because it just doesn't
It
move,
was like,
does it?
yeah, it was at like 130.
Yeah,
and now it's like 120 still.
What was it before
amazing.
that? Wasn't it just around $1 before that? So it's actually
Crabbed
trying
around
to
$1 for like
right?
fucking 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it had to have its day at some point. So, but yeah, that's
I Cadena.
You really
I'm
want to talk
seething.
about Cadena?
Go
Go
ahead. I
ahead.
wish I bought Cadena, bros. I just wish I bought Cadena. It's just the Cadena soul. They all passed me by, and
I'll tell you what. I've made like a 5 or 6x off Cadena. Could you tell me what it does? Do you know?
No.
Isn't it like some NFT shit? Cadena.
It's got a cool logo and the chart looks nice.
So I can only remember fragments from what my friend told me months ago when he told me to buy it, and I haven't talked to him, but I'm sure he made out very well with it. But he said that
months ago, dude.
Yeah. So apparently, people involved with Cadena were on the original Bitcoin white paper or some shit, and also it solves like scalability with ETH. Apparently, it does a lot of like cool things. But what I think is their logo is sick. They got a sick logo, and I hear people talking about it. And that random dropship guy that I always bring up as like a side character on here, he tweeted about it the other day, and he's usually right about everything. I have absolutely no idea how, but and he said that around $10 or $11, and yours truly said it was definitely going to $30 last week, and it's already halfway there since I said that. So maybe you guys should have just listened to me. Like
Cadena has pulled 100x this year.
Yeah, it's a monster, dude. Yeah. It's a monster, and it was just sitting there on KuCoin doing nothing.
It pulled an entire Link, pretty much from Link's.
It pulled more than Link. Jesus Christ!
Since we're hanging out in Bitcoin Corner, did you guys have anything else to say about Link before I moved on from it?
Fuck Sergey. That's all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Agreed.
Fuck Sergey still.
Ari, did you?
Oh, I did actually, and I remember.
Yeah,
okay, so that thing you said about so Link showing strength, yeah, it is showing strength. I am bullish on it. However, in the back of my head, I've been thinking, So you know how we talk about Link being an oscillator and how near the end of a corn cycle pump, it'll show some strength and then it'll just fall like everything else. Yes. I'm wondering, we are near the end of a Bitcoin cycle just on the macro.
Oh, so I was going to say, are we? Don't we have like a few months left? Go ahead.
Yeah, but on the macro, a few months is nothing. Yeah,
for
really.
Sure. Agreed. Definitely.
So on the macro, maybe we're seeing what we've seen for ages, but on the macro. So be fucking scared and be ready to sell Link, if that's the case. I mean, don't. I don't think, though I am very bullish on Link right now, I really don't think it's gonna go on it's gonna go quite on a Cadena, Solana, Phantom like rip to the upside. I think it's gonna be a relatively relaxed pump.
I mean, like at best, I could see it pull like a 4x to like 150 or some shit. At best,
me, absolute best to me I can see is 250, only because of a fractal. But if going by
250, that would be fucking Kino.
Take me to your leader.
Going by normal shit, then 200 at the most. But realistically, yeah, it's probably going to be like 106. Let's be honest.
We need to find a surgical procedure that lobotomizes the part of the brain that makes you think Link is bullish. Because, dude, you know, I don't see it going above $65 in this entire run. I just don't. I don't see
find a bunch of
65. Jesus Christ,
no chance, dude. No. It's weak. It's pathetic. It's if you want a 3x, like okay, Link is around like 30 something. Let's say you want it to get to $100. There's literally like 10 other coins you could probably get XRP and make a 3 or 4x before you do that with Link. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I don't agree. Because if Link hits 50 again, right, that would mean that the entire time between the previous time it hit 50 and now would have been accumulation, right? And I don't think they're going to accumulate that long just for, what, a $15 pump? If it goes to 50 again, I think it goes to 100 eventually.
What makes you think it's accumulating, though? Like XLM has been sitting around doing nothing this whole time. Are people accumulating XLM? Like, I'm serious.
I think with XLM, it's a bit different, right? Because isn't XLM like a payment coin that kind of got eclipsed by or cannibalized by fucking ADA? I'm pretty sure ADA like killed off both XRP and XLM this cycle.
Oh, what the fuck? No, XLM looks decent. I'm gonna buy some.
It's like a ghost transaction coin battle royale.
No, dude, I'm gonna buy some XLM. This looks good.
No,
this unironically looks great.
It'll pop off the same way any average alt does the rest of the cycle, aka the way Link will. It'll do like a 2x, and people will be like, "Yes, it's gonna keep going," and then Bitcoin's gonna do what it did in May and just kill itself. That's what I think is gonna happen.
I mean, it's just the same old. It's the old boomer and his Mustang versus the Zoomer and his Tesla.
I think you're right. It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to get you guys. Wait, I'm sorry. The name's escaping me. What's XLM again? Like the name of it? I used to know it. Stellar, exactly. Because I guess
it's a really cool name. I like it.
It's a cool name. It's a cool logo, but the story behind it's kind of interesting. And I only remember this because Ripple was the first coin I ever invested in years ago. Invested, quote unquote. But just to take a little trip down the shitcoin graveyard, there was a certain point in time where I think a bunch of people on the XRP team realized what they were doing was essentially, in layman's terms, a scam, or just not really forthcoming to the outcome that they saw their coin having. And they said, fuck it. And they went and started Stellar Lumens, and when they started it like 10x right away during like kind of like a blob market. Yeah, it was like really cool. And my one friend who was really triggered about it because he was holding a lot of Ripple, and like looking back, those guys were fucking based. But I thought when Ripple got eviscerated by the SEC and was just on that, everyone was on that FUD campaign against it. I thought that was Stellar Lumen's time to like take that open space, you know, but it didn't do it. I was surprised.
That was ADA's time.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's interesting.
To be honest, law in the crypto space has really become shit back in 2017, you had full-on, full-scale schizographic charts going on. There was like connections being drawn out the fucking ass. Nowadays, it's just like hype, cool.
You know what it is? It's like a different type of retardation. Like in 2017, a coin like fucking Neo could change your logo and change your name and like pull a 50x because people were greedy. But this cycle, it's just like people are fucking retarded. Like they'll just buy anything with like a dog on it. It's like a different form of retardation.
Like Sonic, Harry Potter, Sonic, Obama 10 Enu coin. And that's absolutely fucking shredding as well, or something.
Is it actually pumping?
I think so. Honestly, that's probably my favorite meme coin yet, like by far.
I'll tell you in a second to say that name again very slowly, and if you have to read it off, please do. Because the first time I saw it posted, I thought it was someone making fun of the names of ridiculous tokens that are on like Poo Coin and Pancake Swap and shit like that. And then someone posted a link to it, and I clicked it, and it's literally like an old school like Angel Fire type website like dedicated to the coin. It's the funniest shit I've seen this week so far. So, all right, go ahead. Again, what was the name?
Yeah, so it's based off of I'm trying to look at the link now. I can't remember. I don't know what the name. It's like
was it like Harry Potter, Sonic, Obama?
Harry Potter, Sonic, Obama 10 Enu, something like that. I don't know what order it's in. Let me, it's one of those.
I'm gonna find it. Just give me a second because I do think it's funny.
I found it.
Okay, go ahead and say it.
Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Enu. Ticker Bitcoin. The ticker is Bitcoin. I'm not joking.
Wait, I thought that was a joke. Is it really it's that ticker is Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's like some BSC shitcoin.
It's actually pumping.
That's so funny.
Let me check the chart.
I wouldn't even know how to tell if it was. I wouldn't even know where to look.
Apparently, it's based off of like some ancient meme, and it's basically just a photo. So you know how like you get off-brand scuffed, like definitely breaking copyright shit in countries like Brazil at some like stand in the middle of the city. So there's like there's a bag, and on the bag it says Harry Potter, and then below is a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog with yellow skin and red hands, and next to it says Obama in different colors, and then Sonic just has the number 10 on his stomach.
That's pretty funny.
That's literally it.
I didn't know it was based off of pirated tote bags or whatever. That's
but dude,
really
have you
funny.
seen the fucking website? They have like deep fake videos of President Obama endorsing this.
Yo, what the fuck, based?
And they have like photoshopped images of Coinbase saying okay, so this is one of my favorite. They have a tweet from Coinbase saying Bitcoin is now live at Coinbase.com. Coinbase customers can now trade Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Enu, ticker Bitcoin. And they're like capitalizing on people making like Bitcoin endorsements, and they're saying this is us being endorsed by X person.
I love projects like that in the same way I love Doge, because it's just the market being honest about itself. It's like it bothers me because people always be like,
this is better than Doge.
Yeah, exactly. At least there's something a little more fun with it.
This token has
soul versus soulless.
Yes.
Soulless Doge.
Like SHIB is soulless. This is soul.
Well, that's something that I was thinking
this is
about.
a Kino coin, is what it is.
I was thinking about it the other day about how at least people in the space, but also people on the outside of it, love to say that something is stupid, but something else isn't. Like someone who's all in on, I don't know, what's a utility token that people say can do a lot, like Cardano. People are all in on Cardano, and then they'll look at NFTs and be like, there's no use for NFTs. They don't do anything.
It's
blah,
literally the most utilitarian thing in crypto, probably. Right now,
I honestly think it might. Yeah, at least it's something visually stimulating that does something for human emotion besides just being a logo on a screen. So, but it's just like they're kind of
outside of that, like,
go ahead.
The whole CS:GO skin thing is what I was going to say. Like, it's it's a utility, right? It's
Yes. Yeah, so I remember we were talking about that before, but all this stuff is just as useful and useless as the sum of its whole. So I really don't think people get carried away about what
Dude,
it can
I
and
saw
can't
this
do.
tweet. I saw this tweet a couple days ago, and it said the best way to get your shitcoin in the top 10 is just like overpromise and literally never fucking deliver. Like ADA has been
Totally.
around for like fucking 3 cycles. They promised like they'd be like the world currency or some shit, and they just haven't done fucking anything.
Well, isn't
Well,
that,
actually,
that,
no, you say that, but Charles has been fucking a lot of 18-year-olds.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah, brother!
Literally pumping Cardano.
He's pumping something, that's for sure. I was about to say, isn't the guy behind that coin like kind of a meme? Like, isn't he just like kind of a goofball or whatever? The guy Charles Hoskinson, or everyone just makes him out to be one?
Yeah, co-founder of Ethereum and stuff.
Oh yeah,
dude has the exact phenotype of a soy jack, and yet he's the most Chad.
For Charles Hoskinson, where he was at a Starbucks, right, and apparently his order was like taking way too long. So he went up to like the counter, and then
I know what you're gonna say.
He like recorded himself saying, "Do you know who I am? I'm like the top founder of like one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the world. You better have my Starbucks order right now."
Based, it's so based.
Oh my
God.
God.
He was probably self-aware the entire time as well, let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't doubt that at all. But just to go back about something popped into my head and then it popped back in and I forgot to say it at the time. But you were talking about like the way things used to be in 2018 or 17 versus now. I feel like it's like we're looking back to the Model T in the 1800s where it's like you crank this thing, then you get in it and then it blah, blah, blah. So back then the equivalent was like, don't trust your data, put it on the blockchain so it can get confirmed across multiple, like blah, blah, blah. And that was the impressive thing back then. Now the impressive thing is like blast your me character into the metaverse sphere and like whatever the fuck else. I don't know. So it's like a completely different like game plan now. And that's why I think things like Link stand no chance because that's an archaeological item of the olden times of 2017.
I mean, if you look at something like XRP, they've been around for like 3-4 cycles at this point, right? And if they can stay around, why can't Link? I don't see a reason.
I wouldn't call them staying around. I mean, they're in the top 10 like a ghost. They're like haunting.
Let's say we're archaeologists hunting
okay.
these. Let's say we're an archaeologist digging through these coins, right? So, the usual stuff would be, just standard historical artifacts. So, like, let's say a cup from the Roman Empire. Okay, standard stuff. It is what it is. Let's say that's Bitcoin or something.
Okay.
And then you have Link. See, Link is like going on an archaeological dig and finding a fucking Palladian UFO or something. And you're digging it up, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?" And like you're digging for it, and you're trying to identify what it is, and you're completely fucking lost. But what you do know is it's highly advanced, and you are limited by the stuff of your time. And I think that's what's going on with Link. Link is way, and I hate to. I when I say, "Oh, we're so early, bros," I'm not talking about price or anything. I'm just talking about the fundamentals and its application. I think we're just way too early.
Yeah, well, people were saying like wait 10 years, and it's like, well, it's been 4 or 5 already. So
I genuinely think 10 years is. Yeah, no.
God, it actually has been 4 years. Jesus Christ!
Stop! Don't say it out loud like I just did, because it is depressing.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Link is a Globo Homo coin, so
it is now. That's for fucking sure.
Until everyone's enslaved.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's be honest.
But are link holders the enslavers or the enslavees? You know, I don't know. We'll find out soon.
If Link does become the global homo coin, we'd be like the high level like slaves. We'd have top tier like VR.
Nah,
prisons.
we would be MK Ultra survivors.
We're MK Ultra test subjects right now. That's for fucking sure. But
yeah.
I'm talking about one thing that. Go ahead, Tyson.
At this point, I don't even give a fuck. Just give me like a VR full dive headset. Let me just get my fucking anime waifu and just fuck off.
Well,
I'm
you
down
know
to
what's
that point.
fucking crazy, right? So,
okay,
sorry to interrupt.
that's okay.
So with this run and all, with all the shit that's been going on, let's say let's talk like Phantom, Solana, Cadena. It's crazy. So it's like there's this like golden age of archaeology, and no matter where these guys go, they keep finding fucking alien spaceships and gold, like literal gold. And the bear market. Oh my god, I can't fucking wait for the bear market to hit. Jesus Christ, people need to be humbled. I'm not sure how I was going to break into this, but I wanted to talk about social media as a result of all these gains being made by new people. People need to be humbled. It's a rite of passage to lose money in this market.
I'm sorry, but that already happened in May, buddy. Sorry, it already happened.
I know. No, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Well,
I'm sorry.
The crippling pain that happened in 2017 to 2018, I don't know if that's coming again. I think there's too many people at play
it
here
has
now.
to happen. Otherwise, I won't be quenched.
Okay, well, I don't think the market is going to react in some Matrix-like fashion because it revolves around you and your just demented brain.
It does. The market revolves around me. Do you not see the way it counter trades me?
I do want to bring up something interesting though, regarding the market as a whole.
Yeah.
If you look at London in the 1800s and 1700s and shit.
Okay,
this is relevant, I promise you, right?
Jack the Ripper, bro.
There was
Jack the Ripper.
There was like these.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
There were these like decades, right, where people were fucking retarded with their investments. Like in 1800s London, people would give like the equivalent of like several million for like what was at the time like shit coins. Like some dude at the time, he would say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on an expedition to an unknown country and I'm gonna bring back all these treasures. You just have to fund it right now." And then he would just fuck off with the money. And that would happen all the time. Like at the time, it was fashionable to have your investments in those things.
That's the old-fashioned way of rug pulling and moving to Thailand.
Yeah. Now people just say they're going to donate an NFT or something. Keep going, Tyson.
but the main point for that one is like eventually that time period came to an end, right? Like in history, we have these like flashes in the pan of like insane financial opportunity to like make 20x or 100x of your net worth. But eventually it does come to an end. I don't really think I can imagine a future like fucking 50 years from now where people are still trading shitcoins on CoinMarketCap. Eventually, it does have to end.
Be careful what you say,
in 50 years' time, everyone's going to be more or less settled into the new world, whereby they live in a pod and they're happy.
Hell
apparently.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! I wish I lived in a pod. That would be sick. Yeah, I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but I will say people 50 years ago had visions of the future, and it was probably much cooler than it is right now. So I don't think things are going to change as much, except maybe our cars will drive themselves really, really well, and that's about it. So
I don't want that. Who the fuck wants to do that?
I would. I've been in like 12 accidents. I would love to have my car drive it. So
really, I love driving.
Someone else needs to get in an accident.
Bro, just want flying cars right now.
Feel like shit. Just want to get autopiloted into an accident, so it's not my fault for once. But I think that's interesting, Tyson, because it reminds me. I always saw this like thing that was like. And I have no idea why I'm saying this, but my brain is thinking things and my mouth is just moving. But I remember seeing some like old fashioned like show that said like, like the circus thing where it's like step right up and pay a small fee to see like, I don't know, Monkey Man or something. It's like, I thought that was real when I saw it. So I'm like, how do people contest whether Bigfoot existed or not? He was literally in a tent and you could pay to fucking see him. So why didn't they just I don't know. Like,
Oh, I wish
there's the
Bigfoot was
proof
real.
of his existence right there. You could just pay to go see him in a tent. And I was like, wait, that's how they scammed everyone back then. So that's why I get scammed so easily, and that's why I still hold some chain link. So whatever, it is what it is. But I was gonna say before we started talking about the eventual decline of Western society due to social observance from a Silicon Valley panopticon, I was going to reference what I wanted to do with my
It's a big
chain link.
word, Jesus.
Yeah, it is. It's a good one. I was thinking, what if I took what was left of some of my bags and put them into RNDR? Is it too late? What was going on with that shit?
I think it's
It pumped up quite a bit.
Yeah, is that it?
I think it went from like $1 to $3 around there. It could hit 10, but honestly, I would not go like completely without link at this point. Like it's dumped so much that, and now the chart's looking good. You might as well just like leave some of it back in link, you know.
I'm just gonna leave all of it. I'm so happy with my Cadena and what Tomb is doing for me that I'll just let my link sit there. And if it does something cool, then I'll be happy about that. But I felt bad I missed out on RNDR because I feel like a lot of people were talking about that and Merit Circle, and I kind of just like chilled out. But I think they don't have much more room to go really from like a 2 or 3x from now.
Merit Circle, no, it has a lot more to go. Merit Circle.
Okay, why do you say that?
It probably does, yeah.
It's not listed on like a legit exchange yet. When it hits fucking KuCoin or Huobi or Binance, I can see it hitting like fucking $20 maybe.
Oh, it's not on anything
People
yet.
still use Huobi?
It's on Uniswap. That's it.
When I had to get some Phantom, I used Gemini at first, and that shit sucked, dude. That thing is so cringe. KuCoin is the king, right? The undisputed king for me right now. I fucking love hanging out on there. But all right, I didn't know Merit Circle wasn't on anything yet. So that
KuCoin has a literal casino built into it. Have you played with that before?
No. Now I kind of want
there's
to.
An actual slot. No, there's an actual slot machine on KuCoin, and there's like other shit like a raffle, and then there's like futures brawl where you battle other people on 100x.
Hill based.
There's can't
like a thing where you can like make 10,000x returns or something.
Now, are those gambling things on those websites governed by some type of like fair protocol that's like provable, where it's like where you can see that what's happening isn't just some guy clicking like you lose now, you win now.
I think some of the decentralized ones are probably based in some country where there's no like legal jurisdiction against that shit.
Yeah.
And then you just use a VPN and that's your excuse or something.
Okay.
Shit. Speaking of protocols, dude, I'm fucking seething that all of us missed out on the fucking ENS airdrop. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What was that?
So ENS is like the Ethereum name service, right? So if you go on Twitter and you see all these retards of like Alicia.eth or TraderX.eth, it's like an Ethereum website, right?
Felicia.
So if you buy the website, Felicia.eth. But if you had a website
doing
for
something.
if you had a website for like over 6 months, you got like a 250 ENS coins, I think, and that shit is like pumping insanely. Yeah,
is it
and
really?
Each coin is like worth. Yeah, each coin's like worth like fucking $70 now. What? It might hit like even 200. So that's like a free 30 grand right there.
And they were just airdropped.
Some people getting hundreds of thousands for free. Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of furries?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth. I've never got I even missed Uniswap's airdrop.
That's
never
pretty
had an airdrop.
God damn.
Every time I'm done with a Uniswap wallet, I just drop the private key. The seed. I don't think I'll ever use it again.
Didn't people just get like $3 grand out of nowhere on that or something? Isn't that what that was?
Yeah, it was 400 Uni, and that was when Uni was
it was like $2 per coin, right? And then the meme was like when they first got the airdrop, they're like PS5 secured.
Yeah, through PS5, thank you. And then like Uni went to fucking 45 this cycle.
Yeah.
So if you do the math,
It's like 20 PS5s.
That's your metric, is it?
Just from sitting around
That's your
doing
metric for this.
I remember I randomly.
It's $18,000.
Wow, just from an airdrop that you could have sat on your hands on. That's amazing. That's really.
Yeah, and think about how many Uniswap wallets a lot of people in the space have in use. I remember there was this one guy on Twitter who woke up because he had so many Uniswap wallets that he'd used to like well over like $1 million just in airdrop Uni, and this was when Uni was low.
That's amazing. Yeah. The only
that thing was a free ticket to Valhalla for a lot of people.
I noticed like a lot of videos and like tweets talking about how to like chase airdrops. Like I didn't even know that was a thing, you know, like that you could like go somewhere in anticipation of an airdrop and actually make decent money off of it. Maybe it's not a thing. Maybe it's just something a bunch of like 18-year-olds do, so they get $3,000 and think they're rich. Basically,
no, I feel like it's something that third worlders dream of.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
now I can.
That is a dream come true for them.
Thank you.
I feel when we get fucking outtraded by third worlders.
They can leave their village.
If they caught the Uniswap airdrop and they caught the fucking ENS airdrop, that's like $50,000 USD right there.
Seriously though, like good for them. That's like if I was a third worlder, this shit happened to me, dude, I'd defend crypto.
Yeah,
I think nomads are going to have some issues trading now, at least a large sect of them, depending on what tribe they're in, because didn't the Nation of Islam banned crypto trading or something? What was it?
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. So basically, Bitcoin, fuck, Almighty Allah called the top on Bitcoin. No, so this is what happened. Bitcoin was breaking all-time high, 69K, and Allah came down from above, from the heavens, and he says to his followers,
the market,
my children, Bitcoin is haram. Do you not see this degeneracy? And so he gave a sell signal to his followers at the top, right at the top. and essentially crypto's dumb follows, and it's Indonesia. Okay, let's be honest, Indonesia is not moving the market, so the fact that this actually happened to Bitcoin's dollar, there's no other explanation. God told Muslims to sell Bitcoin at the top. It's called the top.
I think there's not many more things that could symbolize the decline of the West more than it losing economic power and Allah giving the greatest transfer of wealth of all time. Eastern cultures, inshallah, brother, the verse of the sword, slay them wherever you may find them. And that means chain link holders in the West, I guess.
How many people do you think converted because of this?
I'm looking it up right now. What do you have to do to convert? Just read a few verses and hold your hand. Is it like a pledge of allegiance or something?
I think so. Something.
I can grow out some facial hair pretty quickly, but I don't know if I could get on their level.
That being said, though, I did actually look into this. There's actually there's a bit of conflict within I guess the Muslim community in regards to this. Apparently, this is Indonesia's take, it seems. Others seem to disagree that no, it's not haram. It's actually it actually complies with many of the laws, and if anything, it's quite favorable to them. The whole idea.
What's the reasoning for saying it's haram?
I didn't actually look that far into it. My guess is it's probably going to be like it's probably going to be leverage and stuff, because as I understand in Sharia law, they have their own banking system and stuff, and honestly,
you're not supposed to charge interest or earn interest.
Yeah,
on
no
Sharia
interest.
Law.
It's supposed to be like all about like fairness and equality or something. There's no like.
Which is kind of based if you think about it. No
interest. It is based, yeah, but let's be honest, it's not going to make you as much money. It's just ethically more sound, you know.
Well, if the goal of your life is that's the point, to be honest with you, because if your goal of life is to make more money, you will not be filled with the spirit of Allah's mercy, and you will probably get put to hell.
Right.
So your goal should be rich. Your goal, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, should be rich in spirit and not profit. If there's one thing I could tell you all, and that leads to true tranquility in life. Wow, the Australian leaves for one episode, and we find Nirvana, boys. So
we talk about some real shit for once.
It's that shit posting cunt that holds us back. So, but it's so funny because I get so mad at Tyson for being fake trad. Because last week he was like,
"How dare you?"
For men. So, whatever thing is like coming up in Tyson's brain that makes him talk like that. When Islam comes up, I do the same exact thing. I'm just like, yes, brother, inshallah. Don't get me wrong, I'm a devout Christian.
And are you like a devout Christian as well?
Yes, I am a devout Christian. I have read the Bible, but I can appreciate work from afar,
You're Abrahamic cousins.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wait, you sacked Israel. Wait, we sacked Israel too. Oh my gosh, this is great. So how'd you guys do?
Tell me more about your tell me more about your thing.
Face salad.
Hey, you want to be friends?
Just give me such a ridiculous accent.
It's like, oh, my Italians, my friend. Yeah. Anyway, going back to the whole dude, I've been such a fucking degenerate this week. Oh my god, I feel like I need to cleanse. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but I must cleanse my soul, and I must.
So you need Islam, really?
Beg for forgiveness.
Right.
And honestly,
you don't have to tell the viewers anything, but was the third time as good as the second? Or was it way worse?
Honestly, the second one was a transcendental experience, because it had reawakened something in me that I wasn't aware that I was capable of again, and that is to feel.
So what happened the third time? Did it come crashing down?
Third time was just goon. Just a goon.
You're talking about exercising, right? You're talking about like the second and third time you exercise.
High intensity. Was it HIIT
interval
cardio?
Training?
Interval training. There you go.
You know what I need? You know that
what a coincidence. I also went for high intensity training as well.
No way.
Yeah,
let's do it together sometime.
It was not good.
Bros tend to work out in the gym together.
I hate working out. It's so funny because I do actually run a lot and sometimes go to the gym, and people ask me to work out, and I can't work out next to someone. And when I date, I don't want to work out with them either. It's fucking weird. Like I don't know why people are into that. It's like you can't be alone with your own thoughts for like 1 hour during a day. It like really bothers me. But I was gonna say we need that iceberg meme, except it's like Ari's levels of degeneracy. And the one at the top is like getting fast food, and then like a little bit under the surface is just like leverage trading, and then all the way at the bottom is like forbidden waifu,
quote unquote exercise.
Forbidden waifus.
Oh my god!
I'm not. Okay, Tyson is the degenerate of us, not me. It just came out of nowhere.
What is this perception that you guys have of me? Do you think I'm like doing degen stuff?
Oh, you are a goon.
Tyson, your sleep schedule is abysmal. You eat spaghetti for breakfast. Like you tell people you have cancer when you don't.
Uber Eats every other day. Uber Eats every other day, and then like,
that was so funny.
I'll give it to you, Tyson. You are Tyson, as someone who has like made it from crypto. So like you're living the life, and I can't hate you for that,
dude. I'm jealous, man. It is funny though.
I'm trying.
In one of our private, yeah, exactly. I'll allow you to defend yourself in a second. I just thought it was funny in one of our private chats. Ari was like, "God, I feel so disgusting. I'm starting to like be like Tyson," and you were like, "Excuse me,
dude, that was uncalled for. What the fuck?"
It's so funny. Oh my god. All right, we got way off the handle, and I love it. I mean, I hope for the growth of Inshallah coin, and then I will see you on the battlefield, my Muslim brothers. Our swords will cross, and the righteous one will be the victor. But amen to my Christian brothers out there. to wrap it up, please, God, let's just talk about crypto for a little bit. So, what else? You guys got any coins on your mind? Please give me something. I gave you guys Cadena last week. Give me something to look forward to this week.
I heard this pretty funny thing about the Philippines a couple days ago. So you guys have heard of AXS, right? Axie Infinity.
Oh, Axis Infinity,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So apparently, in the Philippines, like so many families are just like doing playing like the games that's integrated with AXS as a full-time job, and they're like praying to like AXS, saying, "Please God, don't take this blessing away from us." Because they earn like 600 USD a month from that shit.
Jeez,
dude. Honestly, this might be what gets them out of the Nike sweatshops. That's amazing, actually. I'm happy about that. Dude, Axie Infinity is sick. I think you make like $2 or $3 grand a month if you just play like an hour for a day or some shit, like very casually. So, dude, that stuff is crazy, but God bless them. Dude, that's so funny.
Dude, those Filipinos, they have like fucking farms of like 20 smartphones just playing games. And they're making like so much profit.
It's kind of like mining gold in World of Warcraft. People used to make money off of that, and now it's just we live in a giant circle, just doing things differently over and over. I hate to get biblical again, but there's nothing new under the sun. That's what the Bible says. So that's literally, there is nothing new under the sun. All right, what about you, Ari? What do you got on your mind these days? You got any shit coins coming up this week or what?
So at the moment, I've Tezos XTZ has caught my eye. It's it's been really shit this bull run, even shitter than Link. However,
that's an accomplishment.
It looks like it's ready to it looks like, to me, it looks like a really fucked up weekly / monthly inverse Head and Shoulders. And because of that, I think it might have its time sometime soon. Perhaps this is just going to be a pump by virtue of a blow off top and not any fundamental reason or anything. So right now Tezos is $5.74, and my targets, let me get my chart real quick. So my targets are something like $15, maybe $20 if you're lucky, but 15 is what I was going for. And
that would be pretty sick, not gonna lie. Damn.
It's mainly because the on the weekly, the Fibonacci from the previous all-time high to the previous local bottom had not the previous local bottom, the all-time low, I think, had the price retraced to the 0.618 and 0.65 golden pocket. That's a somewhat healthy retracement.
Golden pocket pussy, classic, dude, classic.
That being said, it's not looking too pretty right now, but yeah, fingers crossed on that one. I wouldn't go big. It's just one that not many people are talking about.
Do you guys think this is the end of metaverse coins fucking pumping, or do we have a long way to go with this shit?
What qualifies a metaverse coin?
I think it's one of the only categories in crypto with like a truly bullish use case, to be honest. If metaverse gets integrated with like fucking Steam games or EA games, it's gonna be fucking massive.
That would be pretty sick.
Is it really going to be massive, or it's just us talking about it as like a flavor of the week? Because I mean, I'm not sure how to take this, but even I grabbed dinner with my dad the other week, and I only see him like every 6 months or so, and he was just like, "Oh, the metaverse, lol." So like he knew what it was, and it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like, has it already just passed through the normie filter and it's out the other side now, or what?
Well, you guys know this pattern, right? Where something pumps up a lot, and then people say, "Oh, it's already pumped. It's not going to go up more," and then it just keeps going up after like a small consolidation period.
Yeah. Yes.
So maybe, so if we see something from like fucking EA or Steam, it's gonna pump up so fucking much.
Yeah, maybe it's in that same category as and I know they're closely related, but they are different in their own respects to NFTs. NFTs took over the space for a few weeks where that was all anyone was talking about. It hasn't died down. It's just become like another faction of it. So maybe metaverse shit will just be like another faction, and right now it's having it's walking down the red carpet, you know. But in that case, Tyson, that's what happened to me with Cadena. It went up a lot after my friend said it would, and I was like, whatever, it can't go up more. Then it went up more, and I was like, oh, it's one of those things where it's just gonna keep fucking going every time I say it's not going to. So I just bought it, and that was how I did well with Phantom, and also that as well. But since you're saying that, I'll just point out, especially since some people have been mentioning it to me recently, Decentraland, it like busted into the top 50, and it feels like one of those things that's going to just keep going after pumping. And a lot of people have mentioned it to me as well, and pour one out for a soul. I don't know where that fucking European bastard is, but Timo showed it like 4 years ago, and his wizard brain can only see like 3 or 4 years into the future. So now it's popping off, and I think it has more room to go because it's one of the metaverse tokens that hasn't entered the the top 30 yet, top 20. So maybe that could be something. So
if you're interested in metaverse, you should actually look at fucking Merit Circle. That shit's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's like it drew so much interest on its ICO that it's insane. I can't see it not going to like at least 20, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Well, my UFO coin, I checked in on UFO the other day and it didn't do jack shit. So I'm glad I got out of that and into Cadena. So.
You got out of it, but the name is so sick.
I got out of it weeks ago. It hasn't done anything, but now might be the time to get back in, since I guess the liquidity circle of metaverse shit coins is slowly trickling down to it. So. But
since we're going to talk about smaller caps like that, we talk about UNN for a second.
Oh, okay.
I actually read into it for a little bit, some stuff about governance or something, and their equivalent of Sergey is a guy called Mike, I think. It's interesting because Sergey actually endorsed governance stuff in on crypto, but it hasn't seemed to governance tokens haven't really seemed to have gone anywhere in this run. And I don't want to say Sergey's ever wrong, so
is he betting on it?
No, but he's endorsing it and he's bullish on it, so that saying something, right? And UNN is one of the
saying
big
a hell
boys.
of a lot.
And it's pretty much
I actually met up with our friend who's all in on UNN when I was in Australia, and the way he explained it to me, it's a pretty bullish use case. Like,
but
every time you guys like, why would you not want insurance on blockchain? You know,
is that what it is? Okay, I do like that, and I don't think insurance coins ever had their day.
The purpose of decentralization, though.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
Sounds good though, yeah.
And every time you guys check the price, it's down. So I don't know what to
say. Yeah, dude, this is like one of the most depressing charts I've ever seen in my life. But that being said, right now, if you look at this is it's really fucking stupid on TradingView. You have to type in Uniswap : UNN WETH times Binance : ETH USD. And like that's how you get the USD chart.
Okay, that's no good.
but it gives you the chart, and it kind of looks like it's in a consolidation / accumulation. I would not be surprised if this kicks off. If this actually kicks off, if UNN ever sees a new all-time high, I'd ironically see it go on a brand new Phantom-like run.
That would be amazing. Wait, what's its exact? Well, not exact, but what's it around right now? Like something cents?
Basically 1 cent.
Okay.
Cent, basically.
All right. Classic penny stock Reno right there.
When its all-time high was 13 cents.
All right. Well, I think we've got enough garbage for everyone to fill their bags with. You guys got anything in closing?
I do like the look of XLM, Stellar.
Ooh.
And also BNB looks pretty fucking good. So I might long both of them.
Deep cut. Wasn't ready for that. You got anything else to close us out?
Yeah, I'm gonna close this on a different note. The S&P 500 actually just fucking bullshitted its way back into its massive wedge. So I'm gonna say that trads are gonna have a pretty big bull run for 2022 to the end of 2023, and then from that onwards, it's probably a bear market. Gold broke out on the weekly, and I think gold is I know I'm being dead serious. I think gold is getting ready for a substantial run.
Well, as the boomer would say, our dollar's devalued, so gold will go up. But you can talk to Glenn Beck about that. Until then,
I think we'll see a gold all-time high relatively soon.
You can talk to Dave Ramsey about that as well.
You're gonna bring some boomers back, yeah, right? You're gonna get some boomers out of their nursing home beds with that one, Ari. You better be real careful. Well, you know what? Actually, I guess a promise from me to you, we'll go trad heavy next week because there's actually a lot going on with like supply chain shit and inflation, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to talk about. So when we get Adam back on next week, or maybe not, we'll talk about that some more. But until then, we'll see you guys some
next
other time
on the Pink Boys.
Can you do like one of those sign-offs where it's like Twilight Zone kind of? It's like, this is blah 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 and blah blah blah. Until then, stay. I don't know. Is that how that goes?
Okay, so confession time. I haven't seen the Twilight Zone. I know.
Yeah, well, it's not even the Twilight Zone. It's like PBS, kind of like NPR sign-off. You know, like very boring.
I haven't seen that either. Oh, okay. I don't know, dude.
You realize PBS only exists in America, right? Like, none of us have that.
All right, you know what?
Is that, can you imagine like a British guy like waking up? He's like, oh, let me just put on PBS News. Let's have a look at what PBS is saying today.
Yeah, I guess it's not like guys in Kentucky wake up and they're like, I'm gonna put on BBC. I gotta see what's going on. I'm gonna go do some mating calls on the beach. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, see you guys.
See you guys. Take care.